Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, so I wanted to show you ladies really quickly why I don't think it's going to be really quick, but I want to show you ladies why I really like Homeschool Planet and how it makes my life a lot easier. I used to do a written planner. I need that tangible, write it down thing. But having four kids to homeschool, and then even as grouping them, let's say, okay, I group them in the same subject for reading or read alouds or whatever. One child is reading ahead of the other child, then it becomes complicated. Then I have to erase because I had planned for you to be doing a certain thing by Monday and you're not there. I gotta erase, everything's gotta get shifted. It was too much. So this digital planner is 60 and change for the year, or you can pay by the month, $8 a month, and have it. So here's a few things that I like about it. One, it offers lesson plans. Let me try to just go into the marketplace, open a new one. Here, let's go into my marketplace. So on homeschoolplanet.com, they sell lesson plans, people. So I do not have to type out everything. I don't have to think very hard about it. So for example, a lot of the big name homeschool curriculum, they have them here: vocabulary rules, BJU, teaching textbooks. This is nutgrass history, some electives, and you guys can go through it. Rosetta Stone. I use them for the what's the word I want? I use them for my essentials in writing. You click on the little dot and it'll go across. And I used to use them for my IEW and stuff like this. I'm using them now for my All About Reading for my youngest daughter. I'm using them for my Wordly Wise and for my Right Start maths. And you can see, you can keep going and just clicking on the dots and it will kind of slide across. So that part in and of itself is such an ease for me. And so I sometimes when I realize, okay, it's going to be cheaper, because one lesson plan is about maybe I want to say between $5 and $9, depending on the company, the name that you're purchasing. So for example, Explode the Code, I just got everything, the full bundle, which it was like 20 something dollars, as opposed to spending $4 per level when I know I'm going to be using all. So I just got it all together. They used to sell the Good and the Beautiful stuff. I don't know what happened. Spelling the C, I ordered as well from them. And then these are ones that I created on my own to save for the next gel coming up, and like I said, to make my planning life easier. And so it's really simple to just throw one of these in. For example, let's say I want to apply the lesson plan, create a new lesson. I've already created, I can choose if I want all, or I can just tick off the lessons I don't want them to do. And then it will just automatically just populate it in. Let's do cancel. Hold on, let me just pretend here. Create a new lesson here, putting all. We're going to put it under language arts. We go to the next. We're going to, let's add this to Johara. And I give also access to their father, their stepfather, send their my husband grocery list and all type of messages, and this thing is the bomb. Anyhow, so we add it to the next school year, the remainder of this school year. I can choose whether to double up the lessons, let it fit, and it'll automatically do everything for me. Even though we're schooling 5 days a week, I only want this to go in 4 days a week, or only 2 days a week, and it will automatically put everything in. I say okay, and it will add it in for that particular child. And so if I go here to Johara, I only want to see Johara. Here we go. Let's go look at it from a day view. So today, it doesn't say. Okay, hold on, let's go week, we go day, and here we go. Here it is, nose tree, everything that she needs to do, and it doubled it up because that's what it said for it to do. So I don't want those in there anymore. Just delete every day, just this day, or just cancel it. I want it delete every day because I really don't want that in there for her. So that's one thing. Another thing that I appreciate about this curriculum, let's go into the settings, is that for calculating how many days I am teaching for the school year, I've already created for my next school year. It's not going to show up, so I've put in a date. I want to start my new school year 2020 to 2021 on August the 3rd. And it'll say here automatically how many days am I schooling for, because some states have requirements. And so, for example, let's say I said Monday to Friday. Let's say I switched that up and I took out Friday. See, automatically it's telling me this is the number of days you will be schooling if you don't do on Fridays. If you do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you do 7 days a week, you will be schooling 275 days. And it does that automatically. If I change the date here in any way, let's say I start on the 17th and not on the 3rd, now I'm doing 173 days a year. So we're going to put this back where I want it to be. And then I also can choose to put, I can also choose to include whatever holidays I want. So I've chosen to put in the Muslim holidays. You can put in the holidays for Barbados, for Brazil, for Canada, wherever you're from. They have the holidays in here that you can, if you don't want to school on those days, I've put in the Muslim holidays. Let's close. And then if I school 6 weeks on, 1 week off. So I've already X'd this out. So for example, if I choose to do a full 12 weeks, let's just keep writing all the way, automatically it's going to see, you see, it's added those days to my total school, to my total days of schooling for the year. And you see, I've already created it. And that here it has, for example, the Prophet's birthday. Astaghfirullah. They have put here as a Muslim holiday. So I don't want that to show up in my calendar. So I am taking that out and I'm leaving this. Of course, I want the Islamic days, the Hijrah calendar showing up. And you can print this to keep this up on your wall. Here, this is for this one. You can print it and so forth. You can also track your hours. You can do your grading system. Each of my children have a login. This is mine. Okay, this is all mine. And let me show you, ladies, what it looks like. Let me log into my Sun Zone for a second. One sec. So this is my son's account, and let me change his theme and colors. I don't know why it's so girly. Let us give him this. Yeah, there we go. Let's save his theme. So this is my son's account, and you can see here, he doesn't see lesson plans. He does have access to any resources that I have added. This is all vocabulary from Nose Tree that they have added as a resource. So he has access to that. And this is his planner. So each time they can log in on their phone, tablet, even on the computer that they have that they use, and he can just, let it go green, yellow meaning he's working on it, or partially there, and then green, it's done, and he moves on to the next day. And so each of my children have their own log in that they can see and kind of take responsibility, as I say to them, for their own learning. Inshallah bi'idhnillah. So yeah, and he can add his widgets, whatever widgets he wants, to-do list. He doesn't have to shop. It says Bible verse. Obviously, we're not doing that. Daily quote. That'll be cute. And he can, maybe let's do his lookup. So he can do some dictionary. And we're going to do a to-do list. Because, like, can you just keep track of the things you got to do? And so yeah, so I really like Homeschool Planet. It has made my life easier. I don't have to calculate very much. I just populate, put it in. For the lesson plans that I create on my own, I really just go to the company's website, get their PDFs, and just copy and paste, and create my own lesson plans and then put them in. Boom. I don't type out very much, you know. Inshallah ta'ala, this has helped you guys, ladies. If you want to know how to calculate your how to divide up your book into how long you need to do it, how many days you need to do it per week, feel free to ask, and I could probably do another video on how to schedule out your lessons, your classes for any book. Inshallah bi'idhnillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.